welcome to my video. Today we're doing another Tesco haul video. This is my second week for buying on my own, and yeah, I've got some new products that I found, but a lot of it's just the same sort of things, but yeah, I try to spice it up a bit every now and then. So I'm gonna sit down and do this because there is a lot. I will tell obviously the sins and things like that, if it's a hex B, hex A, just so that you know, and also I say the price because I know that some people are on a budget and it's also really helpful to have that. So let's start from here. These are multi-seed sandwich thins. Now these are a hex B, would you believe it? They're 80p. And I've heard a lot about them. Oh, sorry, finger covering. I've heard a lot about them, so I thought I might as well try them, because if you're like me and you're on your own, you don't really get through bread, but then when you want bread, it's not there. So these are good because they've got a resealable pack, but also they can be put into the freezer individually and taken out the next day. Like for the next day, which is really good. You get 6 in a pack, so that's not too bad. You can use that to put burgers in, or sausages in the morning, or things like that, so they're really good. Then we've got Tesco Finest jacket potatoes. Now, I bought these last week, or the week before, and I said I was going to try them out compared to normal ones. Now, I found out that these are amazing. They're so soft and fluffy inside, and they're totally worth the money. But also because I don't get through like 10, I'm paying around about the same price for the same. So this is probably the only finest thing that I actually ever get. The rest I normally get the cheapest. These are £1.50, and I would definitely recommend these. These are really nice, and they're a staple for any type of meal. So that's your like free food, your carbs, which are going to really fill you up. So yeah, these are £1.50 and they're really nice. Let's pull the table closer to me so I can reach. Then we have iceberg lettuce. Now I normally buy an iceberg lettuce, but I waste a lot of it. So I thought I might as well pay the extra money, because iceberg lettuce is 79p at the moment. This is £1, and you get 260 grams, and it's all pre-shredded for you, so it's so easy to just chuck in a box if you're going to work or to school or anything like that. It's just so easy to shove in a wrap. So yeah, that's probably going to work out better for me. Then we have melon slices. Now, I know what you're thinking. You can buy a melon for really much cheaper and probably get more melon. I don't like cutting melon because the little things in the middle with the seeds freak me out a bit. So this is £2 a packet, but to be honest, I do have some frozen melon balls in the freezer, just in case, but every now and then I do want some fresh ones. So these ones are £2 a packet, and this is speed food. I don't know if a lot of people know, but melon is a speed food, which I pretty much live on. So they're totally worth it for me. They might not, they might not be worth it for you if you don't mind cutting up and things like that, but they're really good to just have there to grab on the go if you're getting on a train, if you haven't eaten anything, and you need that speed. They're fantastic for that, so definitely recommend that. Then for a change, I got baby button mushrooms, because to be honest, I don't chop my mushrooms up in a lot of things. I like them roasted, or if I do, they're only into quarters. So these are the same as buying a big pack, but I think you probably would get more out of them. Yeah, they're also speed, but I don't recommend getting frozen mushrooms because they go really soggy. These ones are quite nice, they keep their shape, and they are much nicer flavour. They are 90p, so same as the normal ones. and you get 200 grams and loads of little ones, and they're really good to just add in the morning if you're having a fry up, or even to add with like a wrap like I did for my fake away Nando's, which I will be doing a video for. So yeah, they're really good to just shove in the oven to roast, and there we go. You don't even need to put Firelight on them, to be honest. You can if you want, but yeah, I don't put Firelight on them, so they're quite good. These were on offer, and I'm turning the camera a weird way. This is the asparagus bundle. Now, asparagus can be very expensive, but this happened to be £1.50, and they were really nice and small. They weren't chunky wooden ones, and they're so much nicer when they're smaller. And asparagus is a speed food. Now, you can get frozen asparagus, but I found it quite woody, quite chewy, so it's best to get fresh asparagus. And obviously being speed, you can eat a fair bit of it, but do be careful, it does make your wee stink a lot. So yeah, we've got that. Then we've got sweet potatoes. Now I eat a lot of sweet potato wedges if I'm hungry, so in the night, not in the night, but late at night, if I've eaten a lot or I'm still hungry, I try to stay away from having a whole meal again, so I'll just do a few wedges and some broccoli, so I get that speed and the carbs, and that should keep me going. I normally put them in the oven, chopped up into wedges with cinnamon on them, so they're really nice like that. Spray with some Firelight and just roast until they're soft. Really good, really it gets rid of your sweet tooth in a way, so totally worth it. Then I've got this ginormous thing. This is my large butternut squash. As you can tell, compared to my hand, it's huge. It's £1.50, and I'm going to use this to make butternut squash soup, which would be speedy soup, because it's literally just going to have butternut squash and stock in it. So completely speedy, and you can get a fair amount out of that. Or you could use it for roasting, so chop it in half, scoop out the seeds and roast it. Apparently that's really good as well. So that was £1.50 for that massive one. Normally I get frozen, but I've started to notice that they are leaving a lot of this waxy rind on it. So when you shove it in, it can be a bit sort of chewy. So yeah, I'm going to try it with this and see what happens. I've also got, yet again, some butternut squash fusilli. I didn't eat my other one in time. It went out of date because I left it at the back of my fridge. So that wasn't helpful. But this is butternut squash fusilli. It's on the 3 for 2. I only bought one, so I will try it this week. I'm going to do it like chips because, to be honest, it doesn't really look like pasta. It looks like crinkled cut chips. And because butternut squash is speed, it is so good for just shoving on the side instead of having potatoes. So yeah, hopefully I'll try this week and not forget about it. Then I've got these. Now, a lot of people get the 10-calorie jellies, which are bigger, but these are exactly the same. These are 0.5 cents. Oh, I forgot to say, these are £1.50. That was £1.50, and the sweet potatoes were £1.25. Oh, I'm losing my head here. So yeah, back to the jelly. The no added sugar. Now I must stress this: no added sugar. So the ones with the blue labels on the back are half a cent, and they are just as good as the other ones. The other ones are more expensive. They can be up to 80p, I've seen them, whereas these are only 49. So unless the other ones are on offer for 50p, I always get these, and they're so nice. I see a lot of people put cream on top of them and then Mikado sticks, so they're quite nice as a little pudding. So I've got 2 of them. I like the orange flavour. I don't like the blackcurrant flavour. It's really artificial, sort of medicine-y. So yeah, they're really good, but remember, you need to get the no added sugar blue label ones. It won't have a blue top, so don't try and look for a blue top. You need to look for the blue label around here. Then we've got these. I got these last week and they are amazing. They are 2.5 sins, and this is what I actually use to do my fake away Nando's, because obviously being a vegan I can't have chicken. And they are really, really good. They're really filling. They've got a kick to them, but they are so worth it. They're £2.50, but they are nice for something different. So they have various different ones as well, but they all, I think this one is the lowest one. So the other ones are like 4.5 if I remember, but these are completely worth it, and I would really recommend these. These are now going to be like something I buy every single week. So yeah, definitely try them. I know they have them in Tesco's. I'm not sure about anywhere else, so don't quote me on that. Then I've got cucumber. I've got 2 cucumbers. I normally get baby cucumbers, and they're about this big, but they didn't have any, so back to normal cucumbers. They were 40p each, and they're speed food, and they're great to just snack on. I'm gonna make some hummus, some sin-free hummus. So that's going to be interesting to try that with, because they're great for dipping in things, or great for just snacking on in general. Then I've got my Pink Lady apples. Now, they were £2.50, and yes, I know you're gonna say, why are you paying that much? I only like Pink Lady apples, and I completely think that they are worth it for £2.50, because I know that I will eat them and they won't go to waste, and I normally eat an apple a day, so this is on top of all the other speed that I eat. So they're great to just pick up and take with you. So yeah, completely and utterly worth it. So yeah, you can get other ones, but I prefer these ones most definitely. Then we've got some soya milk. Now this is my Hex A. I get 350 millilitres, but I don't normally use that. I normally only use about 160, and it hasn't done anything to my weight loss. I mean, in 3 weeks I've lost 1 stone, 7.5 pounds. So just because I don't have as much as my daily allowance, it doesn't actually affect your weight loss. They are there for allowances. You don't have to have them, it's recommended that you do. So I just try and have some of them, because at least then I'm getting that calcium. And this was 85p, and I really do recommend it. It is worth it. I know you can get some almond ones where you're allowed a litre of milk, but I think on this plan you don't really need a litre of milk unless you are drinking loads of cups of coffee or tea, which I don't. So yeah, I really like this one, so yeah, I'm sticking with it. Then I've got my creamed coconut. Now this is a new one. It was £1.20, and for 25 grams it's quite high in sin. I think it's something about 8.5. Let's have a look. Ooh, where is it here? Per 100 grams. Whoa. 700. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So that's 35 sins for half of this block. So then let's half it again. Yeah, it's a lot. We'll just put it that way. But I like to use little bits of it in, I make a lentil dal. So I think it is something like 25 grams is 8.5 sins. But I only put 25 grams in, and it makes 4 portions. So then it works out at about like two and a bit sins per portion. So if you like that type of thing, I would definitely recommend it. But there is other ones you can use, and it's lighter coconut milk, and that's normally something like 4.5 sins for half a can, but it's not as creamy, I'll just say that. So yeah, oh, and it is a block. So yeah. Then we've got the Easy Right Cook long grain rice, and this was 79p, but after my last disaster of cooking rice, I thought it was easier to get boil in the bag because I just end up cooking way too much. So it's exactly the same as buying a little bag of rice. So to be honest, I'm not really losing out much. You get 4 bags in it, and you just literally shove the bag in hot water and leave it to cook. And when it's done, you just cut the top of it and pour it out. So that's going to be a lot better for me. It might even be better for families as well, because I always end up cooking way too much rice, and then I don't have enough of the ratio of speed to free food. So hopefully this will help control it. Then I've got my staple, which is tofu. I love tofu. I like putting it in Chinese dishes, so things like stir fries and even putting it in wraps. Is a really versatile food. You can literally put it in everything, and it's free. It costs £1.50. It's in the chilled aisle. You can get ones that have got herbs in, and they're called the Tofu Company, but they're £2.50, and I don't really think they're worth it. I tried it and they're not that great. So yeah, this is a staple for me. It comes in a load of water, as you can see, and you just drain that out and then put it in some kitchen rolls, squeeze it down to make sure all the water's out, and then cook it. And it's really filling as well. So definitely try it if you haven't. It is completely and utterly worth it. Then we've got a massive broccoli, and because I eat so much broccoli, I normally get 2, but I managed to pick up a massive one. So hopefully this will do me for the rest of the week. And it is really good speed food. Really easy to cook, just shove it in a pan or even steam it, but you can also add it to stir fries and things like that. So completely and utterly worth it. Then we've got this. Sorry guys for that abrupt ending. My flatmate came in to the kitchen, so I couldn't carry on because he was walking around his pyjamas. So where were we? We're here. So this is Vimto Squash Remix. Now I've never seen this before. It's raspberry, orange and passion fruit. It's no added sugar, so it's free. And I drink a lot of squash, so it's going to be weird to try this, but I saw it and I thought, oh, that's going to be a new one. It was £1.78, so it is expensive, but I don't know how strong it is. So it could be that it's really strong and you only need a tiny bit. So yeah, that's a new product that I thought I would try. Then I've got the Lucozade. Now the Lucozade was on offer again, so I only buy these occasionally when they're on offer, and this was £1, so I will have this as a treat. And this one's free because it's the zero calories. If it's not the 0 calories, it's not free. They currently have one in orange and one in pink lemonade. I don't think they're going to bring any more out. But they're really sweet and they're worth it. So you can get little bottles, but I wouldn't recommend drinking it all the time, because fizzy drinks can curb your appetite and affect your weight loss, apparently. Then I've got my 12-pack of Pepsi Max. Now I only use these when I'm travelling, and I try not to have more than 2 a day. They are on offer at the moment for £3.50. If you get Pepsi Max, Pepsi Diet, Diet Coke, Coke Zero, they are all free. Coca-Cola Life, Coca-Cola, Pepsi are not free. They're all sins, so beware of that. Yet again, the same thing. If you drink a lot of these, they will curb your appetite. So be careful when you're drinking this. Don't go off the deep end and drink loads. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Sorry about the little interruption, but I really hope that you liked it. I'm adding videos pretty much every day at the moment, whether it's recipes, food hauls, or reviews. If you go and subscribe, it would mean a hell of a lot, and like this video. You will have so many more videos to come up, and yeah, follow me on Instagram. I'm Becky_Mary_SW. So yeah, thank you so much guys, and I'll see you later. Bye! So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you can click the button below and subscribe and make me a very happy person. More videos to come on recipes, food haul and much more. Thanks!